Welcome back. All roads now lead to Nelson Mandela's native village of Kono, where the late anti-apartheid hero is going to be laid to rest. Friends and relatives of Madiba have a fond memory of a man who is being described as an individual with a larger-than-life character. Let's examine this report for more on Mandela's legacy and his final resting place.
Deployed to disarm and disband armed militias responsible for a wave of sectarian killings. According to the Red Cross, at least 400 people have been killed. Although residents in the capital Bangui are relieved to see soldiers, their presence hasn't put an end to sectarian violence yet.
There's no peace. Whenever French troops are not around, the killings continue. People are killed. They have their throats cut. Even in a hospital, people are being killed.
Thousands of people fled their villages or neighborhoods over the past weeks. Fear of attacks from former Seleka rebels, strongly armed gangs of men from the north joined by men from Chad and Sudan are terrorizing the country. Civilians who fled to churches or the airport for protection are refusing to leave, while revenge killings are reported to continue.
It's the Seleka, the Muslims, who are responsible for these killings. They use machetes.
I was attacked. I was attacked by Muslims. They set up their headquarters behind the house, and no Christians can get anywhere near it.
200 French soldiers posted in Cameroon have arrived by road in the west of the Central African Republic. Their arrival is a source of relief to the civilian population. Despite a continued state of fear, hope is starting to return to the streets of Bangui, and the situation appears to have improved since last Friday.
We apologize. That story was on Central African Republic and why financial aid provided is not enough. And before we take leave of you, a quick reminder of the day's top stories. France, Africa, Peace and Security Summit in perspective. The Gambian leader has been speaking to journalists on a wide range of issues hampering the development of Africa. 4 days after the passing away of the iconic South African leader, President Jammeh is urging Africans to live by the virtues Nelson Mandela stood for to liberate the continent from colonialism. South Africans are praying and reflecting on the legacy of Nelson Mandela barely a week before the former anti-apartheid hero is finally laid to rest in his native village. Middle East protagonists have been urged by mediators in the United States to adopt the Mandela example to end the protracted Israeli-Palestine conflict raging for decades. And the president of Chad, Idriss Deby, has said that the 20 million euros promised by the EU for humanitarian aid in Central African Republic was not enough. Well, that was all we have time for in this edition of the news. Thanks for your time and stay tuned to GRTS.
Ladies and gentlemen, next we have Maria Tufal, contestant number 15. Maria Tufal.
Sunland Music.
Madam Chairpersons, the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Dr. Ajaretu Aissatou Njie Seydi, Honorable Ministers, Chairperson, panel of judges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. My name is Maria Tufal, representing Region 2. And my platform tonight is on promoting skills development with reference to fashion designing. A lot of raw, waste and recycled materials end up being thrown away, which could have been used for designing, like the use of potato bags, plastic bottles, onion bags, etc., for designing clothes, making shoes, jewelries, and bags out of it. Most of these expensive materials bought could have been designed by our own women, ladies, or youths of the country. However, many are with the notion that working in offices is the most decent way of earning income. But remember, the offices cannot absorb everybody. So therefore, I would like to encourage youths to focus on skillful development to make our country one of the most developed fashion centers in Africa. If I am crowned winner of this 22nd July scholarship pageant, I will work with my role model, Mrs. Chanken Jallo, and other fashion designers in the Gambia to recruit young talents, encouraging them into fashion designing, to make indigenous products which could be used to create self-employment. I will also work with early school leavers or those who are unfortunate to go to school, to help them acquire skills which can empower them. And finally, I will use the social media, since Facebook is the fastest growing network in spreading information, to promote fashion designing in the Gambia, to make our country one of the most fashion centers in Africa, and to reduce the rate of unemployment and underemployment among youths. We need to acquire skills in order to attain Vision 2020 for sustainable development of the Gambia. Thank you.
Contestant number 16, ladies and gentlemen, Yahawa Juve. Please put your hands together for Yahawa Juve.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all in the name of humanity. Assalamu alaikum to you all. My name is Yahawa Youth, a student of Brigamba Senior Secondary School, representing Region 5. My platform tonight is to discourage the backway syndrome in the Gambia. This is because many youths believe that traveling to Europe is the only way to success, which is misleading. This risky journey has claimed the life of many Gambian youths who would have contributed immensely toward the national development.